I'm in a long-term relationship, but it starting to be boring. It lost its passion. It lost its the feelings that were involved, the fun factor. It became all routine, all this and all that. So I'm not happy where I am. Now the issue is not in the relationship here. The issue is in how you're looking at the relationship. You see, the longer you are with somebody, the more you assume things. What made the relationship at the beginning be more fun, more curious, more passionate, more understanding is what you kept asking, looking, right? Because it's someone new. So there is an element of the unknown. But once you're in a relationship for, let's say, 5, 10 years, you're taking assumptions as if you know your partner 100%. And you go by autopilot. And this autopilot mindset is what creates a boredom in the relationship. We stop asking questions, we start assuming things. And the minute you start assuming things, is the minute where you give your partner things that they don't need or want. And that's where the relationship starts becoming weaker and weaker and weaker until it loses all the emotions that were associated with it. Although at the beginning it was a normal, happy, passionate relationship. So the advice is here, never ever assume. Always have this curiosity going. Now, you need to understand no matter how long you're with a person in a relationship, people change. So don't assume that this is what they need. Don't assume this is how they like to be treated. Don't assume we are doing good enough. Keep asking questions. Keep the communication open between you and your partner so to bypass all those little things that are creating the boredom in that relationship and creating that passion again. People change. Your partner change. And so you can't stop asking them questions. You can't take decisions on their behalf thinking this is what they want or this is how they feel. Keep the communications open. Now, yesterday they might have preferred the color black. 10 years later, they might like the color white. Why are you still assuming that they like the color black? As simple as. But a lot of mistakes that are in long-term relationships is the assumption. You assume someone likes something. You assume your partner is this type of person. You assume that they are fine. You assume that they don't need your support because they have always taught you that they don't. And that's how the gap grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how we lose passion in that relationship. So keep yourself curious about your partner. Ask the questions, it's fine. Open up communication. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them how do they like things to be in the relationship. What do they need? Tell them what you need as well. Tell them how you like to be treated. Show them. Also, one factor is, or a major factor in issues in long-term relationships is losing yourself in that relationship. At the beginning, when you both came into this relationship, each one of you had an individuality in personality. They had their passions, they had their fun, they had their systems in place, and then we came into this relationship and we lost each other. We lost everything that made us us. So when the longer that relationship goes, the more you lose yourself into it. The more you lose yourself into it, the more boring you become, the more boring you feel, the more boring you reflect into this relationship. So always keep connected to yourself as well as the relationship. Always keep your passions, your lifestyle, the things that you like, what keeps you or makes you a happy, interesting person going. Never switch everything off and just focus and concentrate on the relationship as if this is the most important thing. Now, your happiness is the most important thing, because through that you will start reflecting happiness in that relationship. No matter how long it has been, the longer the better, because we are building. We're not starting from scratch every time. And the more you build, the more you ask, the more you connect, the more you actually succeed. Never underestimate the power of asking your partner, communicating with your partner, creating new experiences. A lot of people forget date nights. They become like, oh, what's the need of it? I see this person every day for 10 years. Yeah, but it's a different feeling. And that's what made that relationship, or the beginning of the relationship, fun. And today it lost its title, it's lost its feeling because of how I'm treating it. Not because the person is wrong, not because my partner is boring. It's just that we have dealt with it in a boring way. We secured it. And the minute you secure something, you lose the curiosity about it. It's just there. Why do I have to ask? Why do I have to do? Why do I have to care? But when we bring back all of this, knowing that at any point, if I don't take care of this thing, it will break down, I'll start looking at it from a completely different perspective. Trust me. Because I'll still have the feeling of, if I don't take care of it, I'm going to lose it. And now we're talking about a complete different game. So I don't want to install the fear in you, but I always say, if you're not playing your best game, problems will start appearing. So rather than letting yourself go, always be the best version of yourself. And that's how you're going to ensure that you're playing the game right, and that you are actually giving the best of you out there. The best feeling, the best behavior, the best giving, the best taking. And that's how to ensure the passion continues to grow in a relationship.